before you were a little worried about the massive size of that room and not having the intimacy that you sort of prefer with the fans. Did you get what you wanted even in prom?
What I wanted and couldn't get was, this sounds silly, but I kind of wanted to go down and hug everyone. You know what I mean? Yeah. I wanted to be able to see into the eyes of people and go down and hug them and say thank you. And suddenly the panel was over and I hadn't hugged anyone, Scott. So it's so hard to know. Probably the most truthful part of the panel was when Jessica, Anna, and then Lance actually showed the emotion that we feel. Obviously, we couldn't turn it into a tear fest, but in some ways that probably reflected more of what the emotion was.
When you look at Walter in the final season and what you hope to be able to do with him, what is it that you feel is important in the end of Walter's journey to have in the season?
Well, there's got to be a resolution of the character. There's got to be a resolution. This man created this issue through his own hubris and through his own heartbreak. So it makes sense to me in storytelling that there has to be a resolution to that. What does that mean? How does Walter undo a mistake? At what cost to himself? That's going to be remain the teaser for all time. And I kind of don't want to know, except I know that it better be bloody good. Because otherwise heads will roll, you know. Because I've invested so much in this, and I'm so scared at present that every step that we take now is in the right direction. There's no side. It's going to be a really hard 6 months. Really hard. And I guess from my point of view, I'm going to probably be more cautious of every line and every government, questioning everything for that purpose, so that we continue that arc. It'll be a fantastic journey, but I so hope and pray that the writers can take those arcs and go and really, and they are clever, just come in and bring them together, and everyone goes, oh, that's it. It had to be. Then you've got a great story, a really great story.
How happy were you to have Leonard Nimoy back as William Bell?
Well, as you can imagine, it's almost like it is working with a living legend. He's also a really good actor, and he's also a really good man, and he has such presence. So he gives great weight. I mean, I hope he comes back again. I don't know if he is or not, but I think he adds a lot of weight to our show as well.
As an actor, not just wanting another season of work, but to be able to close out a program that's meant so much to such a passionate fan base. As an actor, what did it mean to you to have that opportunity when it was like in question for
everything?
A little bit?
It meant everything, Scott. And I was, as Josh said there, I was the one that believed it would happen. I couldn't imagine it couldn't happen. You can't do that. You can't just leave people hanging here. I mean, I know people do it, but I was at all stages optimistic and pushing for this final conclusion. It just seemed fair to me. It seemed just to do it. So it meant the world to me.
Well, now with the 2036 team, there's a new member, Walter's granddaughter. So what do you hope for that relationship in the final 13 episodes of the series?
Well, Georgina and I have already established a lovely relationship. I had dinner with her in Australia just recently, actually. That relationship will be much more important between Anna and Georgina than anything else. But Georgina's character is not a central character. She's not one of the leads.
Right.
But she's a perfect. She's a what do you call it? When something a catalyst. She's a catalyst for the love affair between these people, and between the mother and the father and the grandfather. So it's really gorgeous, and I don't know if you agree, but I thought she brought a beautiful quality to it.
Amazing.
Yeah. She kind of like resembles Anna in such a
Shockingly
strong way
so.
that I was like, I am doing like, are they related? Like,
Well, they're both Australians.
Fox is cloning basically Anna Torv at this point, so it's good.
as they should.
But it's not her season. I mean,
Right.
Anatole, Olivia is our lead. She's our heroine. She's the central focus that the show always has been. So that's where it'll be.
Absolutely. There were sort of questions as to whether or not we would see the alternate universe again. If we don't, are you sad that you won't be able to either play Walt in it again or see how his story continues?
Oh, in my mind, I've already got it running. That's all right. I couldn't have wished for a better ending between Walter and Walt. To be honest with you, the way that they wrote those final scenes was the perfect conclusion for the two men. I don't think we'll go back there. I think we'll have a consciousness of them, but we won't go back there.